All right, good morning, everybody. So this will probably be my last video that I upload for you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys the rundown. I know you guys got a lot of questions, so let me go ahead and break it down to you. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to be keeping your quarter three grades. All right. We're going to be keeping your quarter three grades. Now, the work that you've done so far is going to help you. All right, the work that you've done so far is going to help you. I'm not going to be adding any new work after today. Today, I'm going to give you your last assignment and tell you I need you to complete the unit test for that first section that we've done. Right after you complete the unit test for that first section, all right, you'll be done with my enrichment program. So my quarter four work. Once you finish that, you'll be done with your quarter four work. Right now, we're going with the quarter three grade. So what does that mean for you? Now, here's how it's working out. All right, if you make anywhere between a 90 or a 100, right, we're gonna add 7 points to your quarter three grade. All right, if you make anywhere between an 80 and an 89, we're going to add 5 points to your quarter three grade. If you make anywhere between a 70 and a 79, we're going to add 3 points to your quarter three grade. All right, and then 69 and below, all right, no points. All right, and so this is the situation that you're in, right? If in quarter three you pass, this is only if you pass. If you didn't pass, if you made less than a 70, right? What you need to be doing is you need to go back and you need to go do the remediation work in order to bring up your quarter three grade. I'm going to give you instructions on how to bring up your quarter three grade by using those things. All right. So if you pass, so if you made a 70 or better, all right, there is no remediation because we're just focusing on those that failed for remediation. If you just made a 70, the only way that you can bring up your grade is by doing the enrichment work and make it. If you make an A, you get 7 points added to your grade. If you make a B, you get 5 points added to your grade. If you make a C, you get 3 points added to your grade. So basically what I'm telling you is if you made an 83, right, you can pull your grade up to an A, right? If you made an 84, if you made like an 86, 87, like anything an 83 or greater, you can bring it up another letter grade. If you make anything a 73 or up, you can bring it up another letter grade. Right now, if you fail, right, you got two options. Now, depending on what your grade is. If you fail with a 63 or better, 63, 64, 65, 66, right, all the way up to 69, anywhere between the 63 and 69 range, right? You can do one of these to go ahead and pass, right? You can make a C, make a B, make an A. It'll pull your grade up depending on where you were. So if you made like a 67, right, and you just want to do the enrichment work and you make a 70 on the enrichment work, that'll pull your grade up to a 70 so you can be passing for quarter three, and that's the grade that we'll go with. Right, or if you made a 65, right, you can do, if you make a B, you can pull it up. You make a 63, you get an A, you can pull it up to a C, right? That'll help you, right? But if you made a 60, right, if you make an A on the enrichment work, that's not going to bring your grade up high enough to be passing. That'll only give you 7 points, which means you'll only have a 67 if you made a 60, right? Which means you need to go back and do the remediation work. Right, the remediation work, right, I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but you're already familiar with the remediation work because you should have already been working on it to pass in quarter three, right? You should have already done that, so you guys should already kind of be aware of what we're going on. So here's how I would suggest. If you have anything from a 63 or up, right, I would do this, right, because this will help me pass. Right, if you feel like you can make an A and you had a 63, you should go ahead and do this. Right, that work. you can do the enrichment work. You can turn it in as many times as you need to turn it in. If you fail. Now, if you passed it, you're going to get the grade that you passed with. We're not going to be redoing work just so you can continue to see how close you can get to an A, right? But if you fail, right, you can do it over, right? You can do any of the assignments over, all right? So that's what we're doing. If you passed and you want to continue to work, right? If you want to continue to work. Now, remember, if you got a 75, y'all are freshmen, you might want to go ahead and keep working so it'll pull your grade up to a B, because you're going to want that when it's time to graduate when you're a senior. You're going to want that B average, or if you had a B getting closer to an A, you're going to want that average to help you with scholarship money and grants and stuff like that. So I suggest that if you can move your grade up a letter grade, I suggest you continue working. And even if you can't move it up a letter grade, just to get familiar with the work, you can continue to work. Like, I'm not going to assign any more new work, but you can continue to do the lessons that are in Edgenuity, just so you can get a better understanding before you move to Algebra 2 next year, right? Because if you just stop working right now, you'll basically be taking the rest of April, May, June, and July off, and we don't know if we're going to be going back in August, but you'll be going back in August with 4 months of not doing any work, right? And so you might want to think about, okay, I might want to do a little bit of extra work just to stay on my toes. Plus, what you doing anyway, right? What you doing anyway? All right. So that is for the people who are in remediation. Those are the things I'll be checking. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you see this a little bit better, just in case you ain't see it the first time. All right. So if you make those grades, all right, those are the points that you get. Now, here's where it gets interesting, right? Remediation. All right. What if I failed you, Coach Smith? Right? Can I go back and do that work? Yes, you can, actually. Look at God. God bless you. Some of y'all, man, God was looking out for some of y'all. For real. He was like, hey, y'all kids ain't do very good on the freshman class. We need to help them. All right, so here's how it works. On my Google Classroom, it says Edgenuity makeup work. All right. With your Edgenuity makeup work, you have different things in that folder where if you do that work, it will replace one of your grades in your Power School. So, for instance, if it says, it'll say, in Power School, it might say practice, and that might have been 119, and then in Google Classroom, it'll say some assignment, right? And you do that assignment, not sure what the assignment may be, right? Then you do that assignment here. You guys should be familiar with it. That's what we were doing last year. The thing I said, if you made a failing grade, you can retake this. Now, here's the important part, right? This one won't be in the 10-day course, right? This is going to be on the virtual tutor, the VT Algebra 1 class. Right? That's going to be on the virtual tutor Algebra 1 class. Right? I've unlocked it for everybody so you guys can bounce around and go to exactly what you need to go to. Here is what's going to be extremely important. Right? If you fail and you need to make up some of that work, what you're going to do is you're going to do those assignments, and then you're going to leave me a message telling me what you did, right? Because I'm not going to know what you did, right? I need you to, whatever assignment that you do, you're going to have a whole list, right? Whatever assignment that you do, what I need you to do is I need you to send me a message saying, I did this assignment or this quiz to replace this quiz, all right? I need you to do that. Don't do it and be like, Coach Smith, well, I did the work and you didn't tell me. because it doesn't go in order. I'm not forcing you to go through the whole thing. You can go to whichever thing you need to go to, and I'm not going to be able to go behind you and figure out exactly which one is too many lessons. You need to tell me, Coach Smith, I did this assignment on Edgenuity to replace this grade, right? Once you do that, I'll go in and I'll go find it. If you don't send me a message, if you don't tell me what it is you did, right, I won't be able to go put it in because I won't know where to go find the work that you've done. So make sure if you do the remediation work, not the enrichment, not the stuff that you've been doing, not the year-long Algebra 1 10-day course, not that course. That goes in order. I can see exactly what you do, right? If you do the virtual tutor course for remediation purposes, right, I'm going to take that and I'm going to replace those grades in quarter 3 to pull up your grade. That's if you failed for quarter 3. That's if you failed for quarter 3. Now, if you didn't fail for quarter 3, you're only working on remediation. You're only working on enrichment. That's it. Right, if you pass quarter 3, right, if you want to go back and do some extra work, that's fine, right? But the only thing that will pull your grade up if you fail, if you pass, is doing the enrichment work. Right, and the enrichment work, again, if you get an A, you get 7 points added. So basically, if you made an 83 in my class and you get 100 or a 90 or a better in the enrichment portion, right, that will pull your grade up to a 90. All right, this will probably be my last video. What's due now is the last lesson on Edgenuity, as well as that first test. Right, and so you should be finished up with that first unit by Friday, right? I'm not assigning any more new work. You should be finished with that test. I'm going to go put those grades in. I know I'm a little behind. I'm going to go put most of them in right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys, if you got any more questions, just feel free to email me. If you got a whole bunch of questions, write them in the comments, and then I'll make another video answering all your questions. All right, so if y'all got questions, write them in the comments. I'll answer whatever questions that you have, and then I'll make one more video for you guys, hopefully answering all your questions. So, just a quick recap. We're going to use your quarter 3 grade. So whatever grade you made in quarter 3, that's what we're going to make. Can you raise your quarter 3 grade up? If you failed, yes, you can go back and do remediation, and you can do the enrichment. Now, the enrichment will just bring you up to a 77, right, because we'll be stopping at a 70. Once you get to a 70, right, we're not going to go back and do remediation and pull your grade all the way up to a B, right, because y'all know me. Y'all had that chance already. So once you get to a 70, right, we'll be stopping the remediation portion, but you can still do the enrichment portion and bring your grade up to a 77, and then we'll talk about, can I bump you up to a B, right? We'll see how hard you work to get to that point. If you pass, right, remediation, it won't hurt. There's no reason not to do it. I hope this answers all your questions. If your question is, so does this mean I can start working? Listen, if you're happy with your quarter 3 grade, all right, then obviously if it won't go down, deductive reasoning should tell you you should be fine. But if you don't want to get behind, right, you can think about how detrimental it'll be for you when you do go back to school and you're in a grade above you, and you should know some of the stuff that was in this lesson. It's unfortunate, right, but this is where you got to mature a little bit faster than you probably would have been used to, and saying, I need to learn this stuff on my own, because regardless of me not being in school, right, I'm going to end up going back to school, and there's going to be certain stuff they're going to need me to know. So I need to go ahead and finish up these lessons in order to be ready for my next grade level when I get there. Right, and if we're not fortunate to go back to school in the fall, right, and we're still on online learning, right, you'll be doing this, right, and I'm pretty sure if we are in that situation, it won't be we're gonna keep a certain quarter's grade, right? It's gonna be you're gonna get the grade that you got to get. So let's get familiar with that, and all right. Miss y'all, love y'all, hope y'all have a blessed summer. Hope y'all have a blessed rest of the year. And if your birthday is passing or coming up or in the summer, happy birthday. Enjoy your time. Hopefully, you get to have a party. Probably not though, right? Take care.